Alright, so welcome to the stream. Today we're making a chocolate factory, or like at least a conveyor belt. I'm thinking of making either a chocolate mini game or like a chocolate like a sack size. So I might do both if we have time. Either way, the inspiration actually came from like this old book from like when I was a kid, this Curious George book. I have like my sister was about to give those books away and I was like, no, like those are mine. Before I give them to you, you should give them to me. So like I was like looking through the old books and there was like a chocolate factory book. So that's where the inspiration comes from, as well as levels that I've played. Like strawberry cake factory, I think, was it? But yeah. Right now we're just gonna make a conveyor belt. So I guess I'll use metal for that. Oh, and also I'm streaming once a month now. For those of y'all that didn't see the community post, I'm streaming once a month. Since I'm back in school and I have to focus on my grades. I'm taking more classes than usual this semester, so that means more work. Yo, I know you. That's cool. Which video did you come from? Like how do you know me? Wait, hold up, I have to set up the chat on my phone so I could set this to full screen. And then I could see both at the same time when I'm creating. But I'll do that after I set up the conveyor belt. I don't have to do that right now. I just scrolled back past the metal. It's at the top. You saw a couple of my loop when the logic gates. Which one? Or like which ones? It's kinda weird coming back to LBP3 after being on Vita for a bit, because I've been playing LBP3 Vita a little bit this week. So, because it's like more convenient for me now that I'm in school. It's easier to just play handheld consoles. But it isn't too bad, I guess. LBP3 Vita, it's just like everything's touchscreen. So like it's like slightly easier to create. When you were learning about logic, your notes have me as a link source. Can't remember which ones. Oh, that's cool. It's cool that my videos helped you. But anyway. Alright, so I think this is long enough. I can make it do layers since it's about to be bigger. How have I been? I've been alright. I just started school, so I'm like sort of stressed out right now. But other than that, I'm fine. I guess it's just school. The beginning of the semester usually isn't like a good time for me because it's like I've been like on break for so long, and then I have all this schoolwork, and yeah, I just want to graduate at this point. But yeah, I've been alright. I've been playing LBP3 Vita a lot. So yeah, I've been mostly just doing like advanced logic on there. I'm trying to recreate the health system from Zelda on LBP3 Vita, and then I'll do it on PS4 once I figure it out how to do it on Vita. I already figured it out. It's just like I have to just test it more. At this point, it's just copy and pasting. Hated school, they don't teach you. Yeah. But like college isn't so bad. I mean it is, but I mean it's not terrible. I just wish I was more active on campus. LBP3 Vita, yeah. That's actually what my shirt is themed after. Not my current shirt, but like my main character. You had a friend that had LBP3 Vita, but it seems kinda weird. It's great for create mode, like it's portable. Like that was the main reason I got it, so I could have like portable create mode. You could set up remote play with the Vita as well. But yeah. See, like my shirt says LBP3 Vita. I have the same shirt in real life. Like I made it for the first day of school this year, I think. Like I had my mom make it for me. Anyway, the conveyor belt. So this part right here, we're gonna do wireless logic. I learned this trick from Confirm C a while back, like his tutorials. But like set it at 6 for now, and then I'll speed it up later if I need to. But like basically, if I admit it, it's gonna be like a gap. There's a way to like get rid of that gap. It's like just another mover. I need to play something else. You love LBP3 and you love all things chocolate. Yeah, I like chocolate too. Just not if I eat too much of it. I made Italian hot chocolate the other day and I added way too much chocolate. Like the recipe was like 4 ounces, but like I added all 4 ounces. But yeah, I made it for my mom. My mom liked it. But yeah, well, that's kind of cool. What's it like? An ink machine that does it like a fest thing? It was a Cricut. My mom has a Cricut. I'm gonna ask her to make me a LBP Planet themed planner pretty soon. Like, I already have the design, but I'm just still working on it. It's gonna be like space themed, so like the moon and then like the astronaut costume. And I'm just gonna have those printed out as stickers. But yeah, it's called a Cricut. That's what she uses to do it. But you can make stickers with it, shirt designs. But yeah, I can't wait for school to be over. And I should place this in a box. Or at least block it off somehow. Oh, there we go. And then that could run over there. I'll place the floor beneath there in a bit. And then I'll set the max to 10. See how there's like a gap? You could get rid of that gap by just like, I think in got from C, like in his tutorial, he used like a what's it called, a tag sensor, but I'm just gonna use a timer, like a timer set to like. And I think this should work. I'm looking it up. It seems very different from the Inkpress I remember back in school. I made a ninja design back then. Yeah, I think it's like a newer thing. They have like different versions. Like there's like a smaller one if you just like want to make like smaller stuff like. And then my mom also has like a thing for like making mugs. Not a Cricut. I think it's something else, but. Alright, let's see. Looks like I'm gonna have to use that same method then. I'm lucky, and you're lucky since I've never seen a Cricut machine. Yeah, my mom got it as a gift from my father like a couple years ago, so yeah, I guess she is pretty lucky that she has one. I'm lucky that I get to like get free stuff, like free t-shirts and stuff, because she could like make t-shirts for me. Don't know why I keep doing the timer. But yeah, there has to be like a thing. So like at this point, I'll place a tag here, and then I'll make that invisible, and I'll just make it to like collide with that tag. I'll just call this conveyor. I might change it later, but like I think this will be fun for now. And I have to set that to include touching, so it detects sticker panel. They range from $150 to $250. Doesn't seem that bad. I'm gonna think of getting one in the near future. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, yeah, I highly recommend it since you can make t-shirts and stuff. But by the way, has the machine paid for itself? I'm not sure. My mom is the one using it to make money. I just asked her to make me shirts. I never actually used it myself. But like, yeah, I'm not sure. Alright, so I'll fix that later. Right now I just want to do the chocolate. If you get the chocolate, then that would be cool. So there's some basic ones here. So for the toppings, I was just thinking of doing like, and I was thinking of making a feature where you could like make your own custom toppings. So oh, I thought you sold shirts at school. I thought you had set up where students bought their own blank shirts and you asked for you for the design and boom, profit. Nah, my mom is the one that's making t-shirts. She made like t-shirts for her coworkers or whatever. Like right now she's making like a 6-7 shirt because a 7-year-old, there's a kid that's 6 and he's turning 7. So like it's like a funny design where it's like, I was 6 but now I'm 7 or whatever. Alright, so I'm doing the cardboard so it has physics, but I'm gonna make it invisible for the whipped cream thing right here. Oh, hi Visco. Thanks for joining. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, oh yeah, by the way, in case you didn't see the community post, I'm only streaming once a month now since I'm back in school and I have to focus on my grades. But yeah, I have to get a planner so I can plan out my streams better. Can't stick around too long, but I want to say hi to wish you a wonderful stream Monday. Thanks, you too, Visco. No, not the 6-7, although I still use that meme, but people turn to my scope just because I said it. Yeah, I mean, it's popular. It's really popular among the young kids, like the kids that are like in elementary school and like in middle school and stuff. Just gonna move this down just a bit. And then I think I'll move that decoration back. So I feel like it's too far front in the layer. Okay, yeah, I think that's better. So if I have that emitting as a topping, so like if you get it like, there's this one level I played where it like detected like how close it was to the center. So like, if it gets on like the outer edge, I can make this smaller. So it's like, so I might do that. Use the tag sensor, I could use the impact sensor. So if I place this on the sensor, I'm gonna place the passive speaker on the edge so it doesn't get in the way of anything. Now it's gonna have the chocolate label, or like the chocolate topping. Ooh, is that a chocolate cake with whipped cream and cherry top? Yeah, it could also be like a chocolate candy or whatever. But yeah, chocolate cake, chocolate candy. But yeah, the way it's gonna work is you're gonna get like points if you get it like in the center. That looks delicious. Yeah, it does. I used to go crazy over the food stuff, the food objects back when I was younger, back when I played Little Planet when I was younger. I remember like Little Planet 3 added like the milkshake and I went crazy over that. I made like a level where it's like called Hungry and it was really just like, it's really just food in the level. So yeah, I used to go crazy over this kind of stuff when I was young. Okay, so I'm thinking of adding 2 pipes to emit both the cake and the topping. And I'm thinking of making so there's different topping options. I didn't finish the logic for this yet. I'll get back to it in a sec. But like, there's 2 different whipped creams, so I'm thinking of doing both of them. Just to add like some variation in the level. We had that 21 meme back then. Good thing another meme number popped up. By the way, which is better, Little Planet 2 or 3? Little Planet 3 is better because it has more create mode options. Little Planet 3 is and also create mode is like my favorite part of the game. So yeah, that's why. Little Planet Vita is a close second though. But like, the character animation tweaker is my favorite gadget. I made some dance animations like a toe spin, a crisscross spin. I can't do that in Little Planet Vita, which is why it's only my second favorite game. But like, yeah, the character animation tweaker and the decoration mount, I haven't really figured out how to use this. I mean, I know how to use it, but like I feel like I haven't used it enough. But like this allows you to do like some cool stuff too. But yeah, these 2 gadgets right here, the character animation tweaker and the decoration mount, as well as the other cool stuff. I haven't been using power-ups as much as I should. But like, I made some food power-ups. Like I made like a candy, what's it called? A candy apple that you could like lick. And I made like a realistic licking animation. And then for Secret Santa one year, I made like a ice cream power-up in the shape of like the person's OC, so that was cool. But yeah, Little Planet 3 has more create mode options, and that's my favorite part of the game. I do like create mode like 70% of the time, so. I should probably use a decoration mount so I could center it. Oh, and I should have used the decoration mount for the whipped cream. I'll fix that in a bit after I place this. Cause like, if you set it to scale from top, which I should do before I place anything, it makes it so it scales from the top, yes. But it also makes it so anything that's placed automatically gets centered if you place it on the top. Oh yeah, I have to set my thing to full screen, so I can actually see what I'm doing. You got Little Planet 3 on PC just to create maps until I realized you need to play the story mode to get some of the decorations. Yeah. Story mode is like, the Little Planet 3 story mode is actually shorter than the other games. But like the other games, if you play like all 3 games, you have like the most stuff. But like, yeah, when I was a kid, like the main purpose of the main purpose of story mode for me was to get cool stuff to create with. Hey, why doesn't this have a hole in the middle? I could do this one. This one is fun. But yeah, like I said, it's centered. Like it censored it like that. So like, you don't have to like fiddle with it. Like you would have to do with the what's it called? The decoration spinner. The decoration spinner doesn't have like a auto center thing. I might make this bigger. And I should add the gyroscope and the gyroscope on that so that doesn't happen again. Well, that was an existing one, so like it didn't apply yet. So but yeah, right now if I dropped it, it should be fun. If it actually dropped on there. Okay, I'm gonna mess with that later. You wanted to create a moon landing map? I tell the story where after you go through the one that one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, and get back to the ship, the game turns into a horror game. Well, that sounds cool. I never really played horror levels too much though. I mean, I played this level called the Haunted House Little Bit Planet, but that's like the only one that I remember playing. Like everyone else played like Jeff the Killer all the time, but like the people I played with mostly like played city RPGs back when I played Little Planet 2 multiplayer when servers were up. Since an alien got wind of the ship while the player was outside getting all the glory on television. But yeah, you could if you play on like private servers, or if you play on PS2, you could like download time saver levels to get like decorations or whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna do the pipes right now. Oh, that's why I didn't do it. Cause I flipped it. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna emit. This one's gonna emit the cakes, and then the other one's gonna do it's gonna be the toppings. Just gonna do it like this so that way I could glue it. And I'll also have to fix this, because it would be way better on what's it called, a decoration mount, since I could like ensure that it's like centered. Should probably place multiple of these so I don't have to keep placing them again and then doing the settings again. I'll set it to scale from top and then I'll copy and paste it. So this is static for now. And then this, I already set it to scale from top. So now I can place it and it will automatically center. Which is good because the pipe is centered. Which means like the two decorations won't like clip to each other or anything like that. Alright, good. It doesn't clip. I'll do a different type of metal underneath, right there. So I use scuffed metal, so I could do like. Lastly, there was gonna be a low gravity section inside the ship. We had to dodge a leaping alien midair, and the mission was to escape the main shuttle while dodging more animals and aliens in the ship off home. Sorry if there's any grammatical errors. But yeah, that sounds cool. Like, Again, you could play Time Savers on PS3. But yeah, wait, what was I doing? But yeah, I was trying to do like a different material. Should probably do like a lighter colored material for this. How does this look light and then it's like dark when I place it? I'll do this one then. That's way too light. If I do a materials week, when I turn the sound off. Have you done any maps like that though, where it tells a story so well people remember your account name? I don't think I made story-based levels when I was a kid. Like I mostly made like RPG levels, like farm RPG or whatever. I made like a farm RPG. I made like a kitchen level where it's like a big kitchen, like a giant kitchen where you could like make your own foods. That was my most popular level. It was called Your Kitchen, where it's like you just fly around in a jetpack and like there's like these two people and you could like give them food. You get stuff from like the fridge and stuff, and there's cookies in the oven. And but yeah, that was my most popular level. I like playing story-based levels, but I haven't made my own yet. But yeah, it would be cool to make a level based off a movie or something. But yeah, I prefer to make, nowadays I'm like trying to make like, I guess like games, like mini games, or I don't know. I usually make smaller stuff nowadays, like dance animations or whatever. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but like in Little Planet Beta, I'm like working on like the health system from Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I'm trying to recreate that. It's mostly done, I just have to copy and paste it, and then test it some more. And then add like all the other damage sources. But like, I got the basics done. So you make party, like games like Mario Party. I don't really make full levels, but like, I don't know. I guess my most recent level was an RPG. I made a 4th of July RPG, but like, sometimes on stream I make mini games, like my dance stream, but like I don't really know how to describe what I make. But mostly like smaller stuff. I don't really make full projects. Like I make like dance animations. Like if I looked at my Puppet right now, I have like a whole category for like dance animations. It's not that much though. It's only like 10, and I haven't categorized all of them. But like it's just like smaller stuff normally. Usually character abilities. So yeah, I guess I make character abilities, but like not that much. I just make whatever, really. But yeah, I just like make random stuff that I think is cool. So right now for me that's the Zelda heart display thing. Physics sounds. So if I get a fresh batch over here. I shouldn't play this scraping thing anymore. Okay, yeah, it doesn't. It also stops it from emitting though. Wait, no, it doesn't. Character abilities, I didn't know Little Planet 3 had that. It's not that I gave up and I downloaded Little Planet 3, but I couldn't be bothered to collect the collectibles in story mode. Yeah, for the character abilities, the character animation tweaker has like over 1,000 animations, so you can really make like a lot of stuff. So like, probably my favorite animation that I made is probably like the crisscross spin, where you like cross your legs and you spin. I made like a thing where you could like hop into it, but then my profile corrupted. But like I could probably remake it It's just like a timer. It's not that different from my original version that I already have in my Puppet, but yeah, you can make like a lot of cool stuff. Forgot what I was doing for a second. I actually placed this in a microchip. That way I could place like multiple emitters. Character animation trigger is so useful. Yeah, it is. Oh, I gotta know where to get that collectible then. Do you know where to get it, or is it automatically in the inventory? To get it, all you have to do is go into settings, and there should be this option where it's like advanced create mode. So yeah, advanced create mode. Make sure it's on, because if it's off, you're not gonna have anything in your Puppet, like barely anything. Like this is the only stuff you get with it, with the basic create mode, which isn't a lot. Like it might, yeah, it's not even in here if you have the advanced create mode off. So you gotta turn on advanced create mode and then you should be able to see it. I don't know why LBP3 added that. It just confuses people when they're trying to follow tutorials. Risco said, honestly, I think Game Wise LBP3 is kind of mid, but its create mode is fantastic. Yeah, the story mode, it's like, the story mode was, I barely remember the story mode. Like, it's not as memorable as like LBP3 2, or even like LBP3 1. But like, yeah, the create mode's pretty cool. I'll place everything I need in the level for the box, that way I know where it is. So I'm just gonna be emitting it from there, and it will like update as I edit it. Yeah, that is like a weird feature where I think they did it to make it more beginner friendly, but like it's really confusing for newer creators, or like newer, or even like returning people that are wondering where the create mode stuff went in their Puppet. But yeah, I'll speed this up a bit, maybe every 1 second, or every 1.5 seconds, and then of course the lifetime should be infinite. Trying to make it so it goes in the center. Oh, it's because I keep, what's it called? Should pause it before adjusting it, that would make sense. Alright, there we go. LBP3, that's it. I better straight than LBP3, but I don't know. I remember I did playing LBP2 than 3 for some reason. Just didn't appeal to me back then. Yeah, LBP3 too. Like I had like a better experience like community wise, like playing like the community levels and stuff. By the way, I have a question. If the creators of LBP locked in on the online mode, do you think LBP online could have been the next Roblox? Maybe. I think the problem was like how glitchy the game was. Like I've met people that played LBP deep, but like they didn't play it for long because of the glitches. So like I feel like if they had more time to like work on the game, like it was rushed for Black Friday or whatever. So if they spent more time improving the bugs, then I think it would have been like a better game, like a more popular game. Like people don't know this. I heard this in like a video. Like LBP3 was like the highest selling LBP game out of like the three, but like it's not the most liked game because of like the glitches and stuff. Okay, it's gonna get out of sync, but it's alright. Alright, so now I need a thing to make it detect when it's in contact. So like there's like a few different ways I could do this. I'm gonna just do it the simple way first. So I'll just do a tag sensor. And I'll place it in the center. That should be chocolate topping, but sorry. Yep, I heard that you could even see it on Google that LBP3 had more sales than their second game. Like, maybe LBP3 was like one of the titles that was like marketed a lot for the PS4 or something, but that's like counting actual sales. They were giving it away for free, but like it doesn't count that and like the thing. But like in terms of sales, LBP3 was somehow the highest. Alright, score giver. Sure, it's in gameplay. I almost never used the score giver. But what about the LBP3 online version that they never released? I think it was called LBP Hub or something like that. Yeah, there was like a build of that was like recently discovered. Like you could probably download it. I don't know how to download it, but like you could like download it. Like people have uploaded like videos of it. Like the NDA expired, so like finally 10 years later we like know more about the game. But yeah, it had like a challenge mode or something. I don't know how to explain it. It was like it had like different challenges and it was interesting though. But yeah, I don't really know too much about it off the top of my head. Okay, so impact sensor would be better for this. That way it detects actually when it's in contact. And then I'll set that to tag and chocolate. And then I'll have another pipe that does the what's it called, the topping. I wish they released it. Not sure how it was gonna work, but hey, LBP again. Yeah, it was gonna have like both LBP 1 and 2, so you could like play the story mode. I'm not sure if it was gonna be free or like DLC, but it would be cool to have like them like in the games on like on one disc or whatever. But yeah, I don't remember too much about it off the top of my head. But yeah, that's gonna be controlled by like a lot of controllinator in a bit. But like just to test it, I'm just gonna do a controllinator set to receiver. What do I think of a PC player this game? It would be cool. I don't know why. I guess PlayStation doesn't really care about Little Big Planet, so they're probably not gonna. But they're probably not gonna do that. But yeah, it will look pretty cool. I guess you could already emulate the game. But yeah, it would probably do well on PC. And it would be good for those that like sold their PlayStations and only play on PC. I need to set that to. I could either lower the timer or I could just set it to mid once. But yeah, I'm gonna add like a thing. It's gonna be like censored. Wait, I'm assuming you have a PC, right? I have a laptop, yeah. I have a gaming laptop. Should probably lower both of these, so like it's not as like physics dependent. I just thought of something. I should add like a thing on top. I should place this on top instead. Because like it's possible that it could collide with the sides. And it would still give the points, which I don't want. So I'm just gonna set this to include touching. And then I'll place that microchip on there. And I should have a stickiness thing. Material seeker said it is sticky. Should really have all this in a microchip. But yeah, I'll place the microchip in the center. I just got rid of the opacity tweaker, so I'll place that again. And then, but yeah, speaking of chocolate, I mentioned this earlier, but like after this stream, I'm probably gonna make Italian hot chocolate again, but like this time with less chocolate. Well, I just wish you could control this selection with the mouse instead of the joystick. It's just so slow on the controller. It would be better on PC just to open a larger organized list to the category. Yeah, I've heard that from like people that are like into game dev. It's like easier that way. But yeah, creating on Little Big Planet Vita is also pretty easy, so it's like the same thing, sort of like. But yeah, that's why I like creating on Vita. It's just like faster since it's touchscreen. Not to mention it's that it's portable and more convenient. Can't wait till school is over. Okay, I forget what I was about to do. I was about to do something, I forget. Oh yeah, sticky. That's what I was about to do. Oh, now it's emitting that. Okay, that's funny. Really, touchscreen? No, I thought it would be weird. It's like weird at first, but then it's like more convenient. I don't use the touchscreen too much, but like it is convenient like sometimes. Or maybe it's because it's like a smaller screen, but like something about Little Planet Vita makes it like more convenient or like easier to play. I hope it doesn't emit the box. So it's gonna get glued to this. Or wait, I want to see what will happen. Okay, cool. Nothing weird happens. Now it's emitting in the wrong layer though, so I gotta fix that. Oh, that's why it is emitting the box. Okay, I gotta set that to not sticky. By the way, for what it is, you are really fast at creating functional maps. Thanks. I'm not really going too fast today because I'm just like tired because it's school. Can't wait for school to be over, but like if I sound kind of tired, then that's why. Like I said, the beginning of the semester is not like a good time for me at all. But like luckily I don't have too much going on right now. Like I set up my planner and like this was the week where I didn't have like much homework, so I'm just streaming. Like, I'm streaming today as opposed to like next week or like the week after, since the other weeks I have homework or exams or whatever. What was I gonna do? So this to non-sticky. Okay, I don't want that to emit. I used to hate school, but now, with the way things now, I would get straight A's in all classes if only I was smart about how computers worked back then. Yeah, like, the way that I study, like, some people, like, say that rewriting their notes doesn't work, but, like, for me it works. But, like, I really just don't like school when it's the beginning of the semester, that's all. Okay, yeah, so then for the centered thing, I think what I'm gonna do is there's a few different ways I could do it. I could like split this up into like pieces or whatever. I just wanted to like so it when it lands on like the outer edge. Okay, I'll move this out to the side a bit. Now I would make a Google Doc on the subject, place all the items and define them, then move them into the more technical parts just to learn it. It's really easy if you know how to organize that information. Yeah, I like doing all of my stuff like handwritten. Like I learned in 8th grade from like one of my teachers that like if you write stuff down, it like 80% of the information that you write down goes into your memory, or like 80% something. Like I heard that, and then I heard one of my professors say it recently. Like, and there's like research behind it or whatever. But like, yeah, I'm just used to like writing stuff down. But like, I guess at least like when I think of online, it's like you could like do Control F and then find the term in like a textbook. So that's cool. Not sure if they teach you how to do the same now. They don't really give us much like study tips or whatever. At least I never heard that one before. Okay, so like the only teacher that bothered to give us study tips, like other than 8th grade. I still have my notebook from 8th grade US history, but like I guess in learning and memory and cognitive psychology we learned some study tips, but like I never heard of that. There was this one time I had an exam that was like 15 chapters in one exam. It was like a harder class. It was worth more credits, but I got like the highest grade in the class because like I did Quizlet. I literally just did like two chapters a day. It was 15 chapters, so I did like 2 or 3 chapters a day. And I just like studied. I just did flashcards and like the games. I know Quizlet is paid now, but like I made like the best with what I could. I didn't pay for the paid version. It's only like $1, but I wasn't about to pay. So I just did like Quizlet. I would be up till like 3 in the morning, like just studying for this. I mean that was because I played video games too. If I focused on studying instead of playing video games, I wouldn't have to stay up so late. But like that was only like the first day or two. But yeah, Quizlet is pretty useful. I only used it once though, but like the one time I used it this year or like recently, it was useful. So this is gonna be 250. On Luluplanet Vita, you could just type this in. You don't even have to scroll. But like it's not too bad. I guess it would just be slightly faster if they had like a keyboard, like they did in Luluplanet Vita. That's true. When you're writing, you retain more information, but you also get the same results when typing, faster and less paper use. But the difference is that you could search text instead of rather than look. Yeah, but at least like with writing, like you're not exposed to like screens too much when you're studying, and also it's like more portable when you're writing, because I can't bring my laptop everywhere. Search instantly rather than look around a piece of paper. By the way, I haven't heard about Quizlet in ages. Yeah, back when I was in high school, Quizlet didn't cost money, and they had like more features. Like now, if you want to use like the learn feature and like take more than like 1 or 2 tests per day, you have to like pay for it. But like it's decent, I guess. I could use that Xorgy or I could use that Naki. I'll do both just to like demonstrate like what I'm doing exactly. Gonna need an Orgate too. But yeah, there have been some studies like that I've heard of that where it's like typing is like the same. I mean, there's like a lot of factors. Like there's different methods of studying. Probably for some people it depends on like the time of day that you study. I've done pretty good studying at night, but like I have to make this bigger. So for the left side, so like the default points, it's gonna be like 150. I mean 100 for the default point. I could also use an XOR gate. I'll do both methods and see which ones work. Both methods should work though. Wait, so screens for your eyes. That used to happen to me until I lowered the brightness. I mean, anything bright hurts my eyes because I don't know what happened. This is like a recent thing within like the past 1 or 2 years. But like I'm just trying to like limit my screen time now because of that. But like not really screens, but like anything bright. Like this isn't hurting my eyes. But like if it was like a bright light, like if I changed this to like, if I had my brightness up on my computer, but like if I changed this to like white and my brightness was higher, which is not, then that would hurt. If like it was like just white, it's just like anything that's white hurts my eyes. School said it's funny y'all talking about handwriting notes because I'm transferring all my old episode level notes to a new notebook right now. I used to do my video scripts by hand, and the way I used to do my video scripts was so inefficient. It was like I used to write it on like a whiteboard, and then the last time I used a notebook for it was for my sack flip video, just to like go back to my roots or whatever. But like it's so much easier doing it like on a Google Doc, so I could like see it on my phone and on my laptop or like really anywhere. And also it's easier to make subtitles that way. But like I guess for notes, I still do handwritten notes. Like back when I was making videos and not focusing on school so much, I like script my videos and like storyboard them on paper, because it's just easier for ideas to come to my head that way. Like I remember there was this one class I took where it was like we had to use blue books. It's apparently that's like an old school thing, and like I actually preferred it over like typing, because like back when I didn't take school so seriously, I didn't do my work, and like because everything was like in the blue book I had to do my work. So like, and also we got to take notes in there. We got to use that for exams. So it was like open note. Anything that was in the blue book we got to use for exams. So that was cool. So like the homework was to prepare for like the written assignment at the beginning of class. And so then we got to use those assignments for exams. And that was like the history classes I did like the best in. The other history classes, they were kind of lame. But like that one was cool. Blue books, I haven't thought of those since I graduated uni in 99. Yeah, the way we used them in that class was cool though. I like that the exams were open note. Anything in the blue book goes. Like anything in the blue book we could use for the exam. But yeah, it's just easier for like thoughts to come to my head when they're like written, when I have a pencil, I guess. Should really be using XOR gate, but I'll do it later. I want to see if this works, and if it doesn't, I'll use an XOR gate. Oh, and also I should, what's it called? Should make this thinner, so it's like harder to censor. You might put them in a spreadsheet eventually just to make them searchable, I suppose, but there's something that's to me about writing. Yeah, like writing is like, I don't know, for me it's like more fun, like even though it's like not as easy to search. Like when I'm like organizing, I just color code this stuff so I could like categorize it. But like if I was doing it digitally, I could just like copy and paste it and put it into the right category. But like when I'm doing stuff by hand, I just color code it, or like do like either color code it or like shape code it or whatever. Like I might do like green circles or like something like that. Hopefully this still emits, because I sort of messed with it too much. Okay, yeah, still does. For me, Firecap said for me, I'd rather organize my stuff digitally. I understand that you can give a personal touch to notes they're done by hand, but I just lost so many handwritten notes on the box in another house. Yeah, the thing with handwriting stuff, it is sort of like easy to lose. I usually keep my stuff organized like in a folder or like a notebook, but like when I'm like back when I used to like write my video scripts at school, I would have to, at the end of every school year, I would have to go through my notebooks and see like which ones have like Little Big Planet stuff in them. I think so for this year, only one of my notebooks have Little Big Planet stuff in them. My sociology notebook. I should probably keep it that way to keep it organized. And also, I shouldn't write about Little Big Planet at school. I should be studying. But yeah, it's just my like an outline for a creation I want to do, my Zelda thing that I was talking about earlier. Oh, Risco, I don't know if you were here for this when I mentioned this, but like I'm recreating the Zelda Breath of the Wild health system. So yeah, I planned it on paper already, and I did it in Little Bit Planet Vita. So now I just have to do it on PS4 when I get the chance. On Little Planet Vita, if I capture it to my Pop-It though, it's gonna be like really laggy, and plus I could record it on PS4. Yeah, if you have like 500 entries, that's a lot to type. Something that I do for my videos is I just like talk out loud into my mic, and then I just like do this like speech to text. Like there's like a speech to text. It costs money if you do like more than 3 minutes, but like it's not too hard to break it up. So that's what I do. That's what I did for my videos. Oh, you heard that? You hope it works out the way I want. Yeah, it's working so far on Little Planet Vita. It took me like a few days to figure it out. But yeah, it's working so far. There's like, I made a list of things I need to do to recreate Zelda Breath of the Wild's health system entirely. There's like 11 things I need to do. I only did 2 of them so far. So I did like the thing where it splits into quarters. And I did the yellow hearts. I just have to test it some more. Wait, why is this not getting destroyed? It's really weird. Maybe I shouldn't set it to infinite then. I'll set it to like 20, but like not infinite. I know why it's not working now. I forgot to add the other point sensors. Or like, did I change the values for these? I didn't. Okay, that's why. I straight up didn't edit it. That's why it's not working. Alright, there we go. Now it's working. So I just gotta adjust the thing, because it's too high up now. I don't even know how much stuff I have digitally, like in terms of pages. I never counted. I did like so much like Little Big Planet stuff. I don't know if I have more digitally or like on paper. But like I was like cleaning my room the other day, or like just organizing. And like all of my Little Big Planet stuff, either for like videos or like creations, was like in that pile, and I had to like sort through it. And some of my Little Big Planet stuff is in a notebook, but like I just put like most of it in a folder, I think. Look, I'm gonna make it slightly easier to, I'm gonna test it some more, and then I'm gonna make it easier to center it. There you go. And also, this is like a fast speed. I should slow it down, obviously, for... and also, that's glitching out. Why is that glitching out? GP, have you used LBP3 as a learning board? Or you exercise studies and creation maps? I've done similar things with logic gates. Not sure if it's something you thought about. I sort of thought about it a little bit. But like, wait, hold up, let me read that again. I thought about it, but like, I'm not sure if that would work. I might try it though. But like, I usually do the strategy where I just like write my notes and reorganize them when I rewrite them. But like, I thought about that. I noticed that the one semester where like I did do my project Little Bit Planet themed, I remember the information better. But like, I didn't do it inside Little Bit Planet. I just used like Little Bit Planet images like on a poster. Like it was like about the brain and like the nervous system, like the central and peripheral nervous system. But like, I thought about that. But like, putting stuff in terms of like video games does help for me. Your stickers, t-shirt, logo, Little Bit Planet. Yeah, my t-shirt is made out of stickers. I just use like the paint tool that's in Little Bit Planet 3 for that, and then for the back is Little Bit Planet Reader, which is just like a font. But yeah, this was made using the paint tool. I don't know if I still have the original sticker, but yeah, it's right here. I just like did like a stencil, sort of like right here. You make the stencil, and then to get like because this is like it was like a solid shape, so that's how I got it. Use photo and image for your stickers. Wait, hold up, I'll show you real quick, just real quick. So basically, if I have enough space in my pocket, I was working on the oxygen system from Subnautica. But like basically the way you make stencils for stickers, you do this. You choose any image. So let's say you want like a bird, the bird sticker. Use screenshot. No, I don't use the screenshot. Not unless I'm like making something like a logo. I just do this. And then from there, I choose the color I want. So let's say I want like a green bird. So that way I don't get like all the details. I just get like the silhouette. Assuming this actually works. But yeah, the sticker thing is like broken right now for some reason. But I'd pretty much just like cut the design out of here like with triangle. If it was working, that's basically what I would do. I would cut the design out with triangle. But like sometimes the sticker thing straight up doesn't work for me. Okay, but anyway, back to the chocolate. I was talking about the topping. I need to recapture this because it keeps glitching out. Here's how it looks right now. I'll zoom in, I guess, a bit. You get extra points if it's centered. Make stickers for your clip video first. Your factory and use screenshot. I'll open it for your stickers. Oh yeah, I know what method you're talking about. I used it for my Kona Ice thing. The Little Planet subreddit had a contest, and I wanted to create the Kona Ice logo, so I used that method. Where you just like find images on the internet, and then you like, just like take like a screenshot of it. So yeah, I know what method you're talking about, but like I didn't use it for my shirt. I just used like the move paint tool. But yeah, if I'm creating stuff from like real life, I usually use that method. Okay, yeah, this is slower. So this is gonna be like the starting speed. And in this way, it's like easier to like. But yeah, I still need to redo this. Wait, what is this for? Oh, I remember now. Yo guys, I gotta leave with it. It was cool talking to y'all. See y'all next time. Oh, thanks for joining Firecaps. It was nice talking to you too. But yeah, I stream once a month now. You should see it in the community post when I do stream. New DLC custom by tag modernation research for Sackboy custom DLC. Yeah, I think I have that costume. I bought it recently. I could check real quick, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that. Like I have the tag eyes. I know that. So yeah, I have it. I don't really use it too much though. I think I only used it once. Alright, see you, Firecaps. Thanks for joining. Alright, so what were we doing? I just lowered the speed. And I was messing with this because it wasn't working before. This is set to non-sticky, so it shouldn't stick. And then I just need to recapture this because it was glitching out before. Because I unglued it, that's why it was glitching out. I unglued it. Normally when I use this feature, I don't do that, but alright, so and I just gotta do it one more time. Me use tag custom with Little Planet Carding on PS3. That's cool. I haven't played Little Planet Carding in a bit. Like, but Little Planet Carding has some cool costumes that like aren't DLC. I wish they would take some of the Little Planet Carding costumes and put them into the game, like even as like DLC. As like the juice costume, the yogurt costume, the eggs and bacon costume. But yeah, it's cool that Little Planet Carding does work with Little Planet 2 DLC. Same thing with Little Planet Vita. Like I could play as this character, like at least with the haircut in Little Planet Vita, since my character is made up of mostly DLC. That Little Planet Vita does support, so that's cool. It's kind of hard to center it. I'm gonna make it easier because I'm pretty sure that was centered, but it's not counting it, so I'm just gonna move this in just a little bit. And now it should be easier to center it. Nice cake. Nice logic by Cake by Victoria. Yeah, the logic's pretty simple, and yet the cake, I was gonna originally make my own like chocolate thing, but I decided to use that just to make things easier. I don't want to bring this in even more, but make one level platform. Right now we only have one conveyor belt, and this box is just for containing the stuff, so it's easier to do. I don't know what you mean by one level platform exactly, but like, let's see, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was thinking that maybe that wasn't centered. Oh, I see the problem now. The problem is that it's like it doesn't cover and it's linked exactly, so it's a bit trickier than it should be. I'm gonna have to recapture that, I think. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to recapture that. But yeah, it's definitely easier now. I didn't realize I did that before. I'm gonna change this so it doesn't emit so fast. And then for this, the speed, like I said before, I'm gonna use wireless logic, which means I'm gonna have like a tag sensor. This is the counter. Oh wait, no. I might place the counter elsewhere. Not over there though. I'll use remote tag sensor so I don't have to set this to infinite. Just so I know what it's for. And conveyor speed. I don't know why that fell just now. Oh, cause the speed is 0. So if I set this to 3, it's gonna be max speed. Max speed, let's say it's like oh wait, the gap is gone now. That's cool. Never mind, I spoke too soon. I'm gonna have to place it sticky. What's it called? I'll set this to sticky too, just so it doesn't slide, because I noticed it was sliding a little bit. I'll move this a little bit closer. Alright, so I'm gonna make it so like let's say every 30 seconds the speed increases. We'll do it every 20 seconds for now. But like the way it's gonna work, it's gonna start at 3. It's gonna start at a speed of 1. And then it's just gonna increase. Okay, that's really slow. I didn't think it was gonna be that slow. This should be set to signal strength. I'm pretty sure this has a signal strength setting, but apparently not. I thought it did. I don't know why it's not working now. I'll just use a tag sensor. And then signal strength, so it reads the value. And then I'll just set this to infinite. I know why. It's because I didn't set it to speed skill. That's why. Or like, I think that's why. Strength skill. It's really weird. I'm gonna pause this and then okay, now it works. Now it works. Alright, so now 5 like different. Oh, this it got stuck in there. Wait, what happened to this? Okay. I don't know how that happened, but I guess I'll have to do this now. Or like I redo the whipped cream. Okay, yeah, this should be good. Hopefully it's not too high off the thing. Add like a microchip with a tag inside. Okay, it's been lovely spending the morning with you, but I've got to start getting ready for my day. I hope the rest of the stream was great, JP. Thanks, Risiko. Thanks for joining. And I hope you have a good rest of your day too. Alright, so now chocolate. I mean, it's not chocolate, but it's a chocolate topping. Pasty tweaker. And then on here we had a material tweaker said it's sticky. Sticky is right here. Oh wait, it's gonna do that thing where it goes in the wrong layer. So I'm gonna have to capture it again. Luckily I didn't do that, but just in case. Okay, it's pretty much impossible at that speed. And then after 20 seconds it speeds up, which I just did just now. At least I think it's sped up. Wait, no, it's still at that speed. It's sped up a little bit. But like not to the point where it's impossible. Oh wait, now just as I said it. Okay, I'm gonna move this setup over here. Alright, I got one centered there. But yeah, that's the fast speed. The slowest speed, it changes speed every 20 seconds. But like the slowest speed is this one. And of course at 0 it wouldn't move at all. Okay. So, I could have it emit different chocolates. So I'm gonna do that. And different toppings as well. I could do this one and then I could sticker it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. But yeah, I'm gonna try out this. Alright, cool. Looks like dark chocolate. So this could be like the... So in that case, over here I could do like a lighter shade of chocolate. They sort of look the same though. Now we have to go through the whole loading thing again. So I centered this as best as possible, then I make it bigger. I made it too big. So if I make this one brown too, but if I made it like a lighter shade of brown, I could like maybe tint it. Like there's like this yellow circle. It looks weird. It looks like caramel, but like not really. It would probably look even worse yellow. But yeah, I could just do a different shade of brown. It's not really too much to choose from, but That one sort of looks like peanut butter. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one the way it is. So I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. And then the topping for this one, it's gonna be, I'm just copy and paste this. So I don't have to do it all over again. The topping for this one, it's gonna be whipped cream. So when you see one that doesn't have like any coloring on it, you have to put whipped cream, and that's gonna be the R1 button. So I'm just gonna change the color to blue. And then I'll do another topping. And the text insert will be blue. And I'll change it to the whipped cream. Like the one without the cherry. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. So now I just have to adjust the emitters. So I'm just gonna have like every other one. It's gonna emit. I could do a randomizer, but like I know the randomizers aren't accurate, so I'm just gonna. I'll just use this selector for now. I'll make it so every 2 seconds it changes which one it does. Wait a sec, is that one not centered? I never noticed that. Oh yeah, I have to make this resetting. Else it's not gonna work. And then for the other topping, that's gonna be R1. Just realized I didn't want it to be like higher than the other one, so I'm gonna just try that again. So like that way it's accurate for both, like the same height for both. Alright, so let me try that. But yeah, it's definitely easier at the slower speed. So I'm gonna set it to the slower speed for now, just so I could test it easier. And there's the fastest speed. Alright, let's see what else. A lot of background, because like right now it's just like the white thing in the back. Or like the plain background. So I'm thinking of doing, I'll do the lab one from the SpongeBob pack. Because I feel like that's like the first one that comes to mind. Yeah, this one right here. I thought it was called something different, let me check. Okay, that's the laboratory floor. And there's kitchen wall. I'll try this one first. This one is blue, and that's its default color, and I don't really like that. I could change it to this, I guess. Okay, yeah, that's good, that's good. Or like this is fun, I think. But yeah, I said every 30 seconds it's gonna change. I'll do 45 seconds. But yeah, it starts at the lowest speed, which is 1. So you have to do the right topping. And then it speeds up. And then here's the fastest speed. I should probably slow this down just a bit. Like I should have 8 as the fastest speed, not 10. But then let's see what the slowest speed will look like. But yeah, this is fine, but like the speed at 10 was like way too fast before, so hopefully 8 should be more manageable. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna change the lifetime from 20 to like, let's say 15. Or even 10 should be fine. Like it shouldn't have to, it doesn't have to stay visible that long. Alright, and then Let's see what else do I want to add. I was gonna do a thing where you have your own custom cake thing, so I could do that, I guess. Like, the way it works is pretty simple. So, like, for example, if I wanted to change the color of this, I'm thinking of just doing this like sticker. So if I made this blue for some reason, I'll do a different shade of brown. But like, let's say there's like this. That's pretty much how it would work, and it just like automatically updates. So I might have that like as like a feature where you could like customize it. That would be cool. Look, I'm gonna test this one more time. Okay, yeah, it really isn't too fast. It isn't too bad now. Wait, is it doing the speed? Is it doing the score twice? Because it shouldn't be doing that. If it is, I could add like a one-shot counter to fix it. Yeah, it looks like it's doing it twice. So I'm out of one shot to that. Like a permanent switch, that's what it's called. Well, either way, permanent switch, one shot switch. Nothing one shot, it's the same thing. But yeah, I'll allow a one-shot switch. So it only gives you the score once, and then I would do the same thing for the other one. I'm pretty sure I could just like copy and paste the microchip. I wouldn't have to rewire it. And then I was talking about the XOR gate a while ago. But yes, it works the same as before, except now it won't give you the score twice. Only once. But even if you spam it, it will only give you it once. I wasn't sure if this was in the right layer. Yeah, it looks like it isn't, but like it is, it's weird. Oh, that's why. This isn't. Maybe that's why. It still looks like it's like too far back, right? I don't know, it looks weird. Oh yeah, and I forgot to add like a thing where like it puts trash on the thing, so in bits and bobs there should be something. But like these types of games normally have like a thing that you're supposed to like mark off the thing. So it's really just gonna be like the logic is gonna be like simpler. It's really just gonna be a single score giver. The sticky thing is still gonna be there, but it's just gonna be like a tag sensor. And then this is in the front layer. I have to change this so it's like in the back layer. Okay, so now it can be pushed forward one layer. So it should be set to move to front. And then I just need to add a thing on my controller where it does that. So if I add like a tag right there, that should work. So I'll just set it to orange and chocolate so it matches. Let me just double check that to make sure it is the right color and label. Then also this is at 1.5. Oh, I didn't mean to set it to allow pushing. That was the problem there. So allow pushing should be set to no. No, it's doing that now. It's because I have the stickiness thing. That's why. Okay, so I'll do L2 to make it activate that. And then I'll just take the stickiness thing off of here. It doesn't need to be sticky anyway. Okay, yeah, it's not moving for some reason. I'll try a countdown timer. The speed. I don't think the speed is high enough. Alright, there we go. I'll zoom in so y'all can see it better. But yeah, pretty much gets pushed off the thing. But yeah, it pretty much works. Alright, and I figured out the thing that was happening with this one right here. I should use an OR gate for both of these. And then just have it activate one. Because that's why I was giving it double. It has nothing to do with the one-shot switch. It was because of that. But yeah, this one gives 100. Oh, hi store. Thanks for joining. Right now we're making the chocolate. We're making a chocolate factory, and also I'm only streaming once a month now because I'm back in school. But yeah, this is my once a month stream. I'll be streaming again next month. But yeah, we're pretty much done here. I got it working. I'll demonstrate it for you. But pretty much the way it works is that you have to put the right topping on, and if there's trash, you have to push the trash off. And also there's different speeds, and the speeds change every 45 seconds. So this is the fastest speed. The slowest speed is this one, so I just have it controlled by a counter. I'll show you the logic in a bit. But like, and you get points for centering it. If it's not centered, you only get like 100. But like on the slow speed, it's pretty easy to center it if you're trying to, at least. You're sick today, so my apologies if I don't respond. I can't hear much. Oh, that's alright. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, the way I did the logic was, so for the emitters, obviously I used emitters. So every second and a half, it like changes which one it emits. I didn't want to use randomizer because I know that randomizers aren't accurate, and I made it so R1 does the whipped cream and the sherry, and L1 is the other one, so the regular cream, and then L2 is to activate this tag to push off the trash. And then for the actual logic for this, I made it these two impact sensors detect if it's centered. So if you only hit like one of these and not the other, then it only gives you 100 points. So if you hit either side but not both at the same time, it gives you 100 points. And then I just added like a one-shot switch, so only it gives you the points once. So if you spam it, it won't give you more points. And then this one, if your thing is on both of these at the same time, that means it's centered. So it gives you 250 points. And the other thing was, this is the same logic basically. I just forgot to show you that it's set to sticky, so that way it doesn't fall off the cake. The toppings have similar logic. Actually, it's less logic. So the tag did detect the topping. And this is just to make the cardboard invisible. And then this is just set to sticky. And then the logic for the trash, it's when it gets pushed off. I added like a countdown timer to make sure that it just did it for like that long. That way if you like tap it, it still activates. So it just moves to the front and gives you 100 points. And the conveyor belt, it's pretty much the logic. I don't want it to tilt, so I have that. It shouldn't be sticky, so I just, wait no, the stickiness is normal. It doesn't need to be here. So then this just picks up the signal strength from over here. So it's at its fastest speed right now, but we could slow it down. And it pretty much responds, since this means it's at 1/3 of its speed, then 2/3, and it picks it up by having that set to signal strength. But yeah, this is the conveyor belt speed. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll demo it one more time. But yeah, that's how it works pretty much. But yeah, obviously it's fast. It's easier if you do it at the lowest speed. But before, when I first did this, it was like way too fast. I had like a speed of 10. But like this setting, it's obviously way easier. But it's like, it changes after 45 seconds though. It increases the speed after 45 seconds. I don't know why it's spamming right there. But yeah. That's pretty much it, and I should probably lower the lifetime for like a lot of these. I think it's set to like 20 or something. But yeah, it doesn't need to be that high. I could have set it like 10. It's set to infinite. Yeah, it doesn't need to be that high at all. So yeah, 15 should be fine. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll be streaming next month, since this is my monthly stream, since I have to focus on school. I'm taking more classes than usual since I'm just trying to graduate. But yeah, see y'all next month. I'm gonna be making a LBP3 themed planner, so I'll probably post that sometime before then. And when I finish my Zelda thing, I'll probably post that on Reddit. I'm gonna be making the health system from Zelda. So far I got like maybe like 20% of it done. Like the basics are done. It increases and decreases the health and it flashes white. Visually before increasing and decreasing, and then I got the yellow hearts. I just have to copy and paste it to get more hearts. But yeah, that's pretty much I've been playing LBP3 Vita a lot lately since it's a portable console, which is more convenient for me now that I have to focus on school. But yeah, streaming once a month now since I'm back in school. But yeah, see y'all next month, and I hope you'll have a good rest of your day and a good rest of your month. I mean, a good rest of your, I meant to say good rest of your night or a good rest of your day, whatever time of day it is for y'all. But yeah, bye and thanks for joining.